From Working Title headquarters in Baltimore, Maryland, it's ITRS with Jordan BDJ Taylor. Tonight's guests, NWO's own Shwaze Collins and Mack Scott, with special guest host Evan B. And now for your host of ITRS, DJ.
AKA the voice of the county, aka I see the game like Romo, aka I see the game like Lamar, aka the Ravens about to be the first team to go 17-0 in the regular season. Stand that. The golden all came to me in a dream. Me and Jack was on the Jack, ironically. I called him up. I said, bro, Giant United gave the Ravens the blessing. Said it's going to be their best season yet. But that's a story for another day. But I'm here for another episode of Inside the Rapper Studio, kinda, sorta. So if you checked us out last week, we had a live episode with Ev. Shout out to bro Ev, E Black. The one and only. He interviewed me and Score on Instagram Live. So if you haven't already, check that out on Instagram Live. It's always fun to talk that shit, to be on the other end of the camera. But I say this: your boy is tired. Your boy got a lot of real life shit that I gotta take care of. So for today's wise words from a decent man, I'm gonna talk about handing it off to your friends, man. You gotta know when you got a lot on your plate. You gotta know how to juggle. You gotta know how to delegate. If you want to be great, if you want to be everything that you say you are, everything that you say you want to be, you gotta know when to say, yo, it's a lot of shit I gotta get done, and I don't know if I can get it all done. Or if I get it all done, maybe the shit won't be done to the best of my ability. So take the mental inventory, take the mental checks. It's a reason why E come through and hold it down. You feel me? It's a reason why we had him on live. It's a lot of good shit going on. Ironically, brother just walked in the door right now. So listen. ITRS, I'll be back. Holla at y'all next week. In the meantime, my guy about to hold it down. We got NWO, we got Mack Scott, we got Shwaze Collins, we got a motherfucking banger.
Man,
season 2.
Man, we here, man. Season 2, babe. Wait, we're going into season 3, right?
Season 2 ending, going in.
See that when things come late?
That's what happened, yo. My fault.
But check this out. Listen, this is gonna be the last time y'all see me. I know it sucks till next week, but in true BDJ fashion, we're gonna cut the commercial break. Score gonna give me some cool sound effect. Hopefully it's not booze. Y'all stay tuned, yo. If y'all got y'all money right there, what y'all supposed to do, your ad is about to be right here.
Got it hazy in the booth, it's hard to see in this bitch. And in the lab, I'm steady cooking Lil B in this bitch. And all my diamonds white like yayo, got a key on my wrist. I get the pussy, make it stretch like Monkey D on the bitch. Hey, look, what? Where the cash at? Put the dollar sign in front my name like it's the cash app. Smoking, get her open, so I rolled aloud and passed that. Had to change my number, bitches stalking like the NASDAQ.
Rubber Band, man. I just heard, man. My good brother Scoreswaze, Ben Banger, you know, dropped a new single. Make sure y'all go check that out. I know y'all not used to this face or voice on Inside the Rapper Studio, but this is Inside the Rapper Studio with your special guest host Evan B, aka the Shark, aka the Blueprint. I'm in here right now with a very special individual, very special rapper, and I will throw this out there. When I first got introduced to Shwaze Collins, I was told that he was the Dom Kennedy of Baltimore. So, you know what I mean? We got Shwaze Collins in the building. Go ahead and talk to these people.
Good, Shwaze Collins, a.k.a. Jason Taylor in the booth, a.k.a. I Pro Better Than Mr. Crab's daughter, a.k.a. Best Rapper Alive.
Yeah, okay. So speaking of that Best Rapper Alive shit, man, let's get into it straight off the back, man. When did you start rapping? When did you get that niche, you know, that you wanted to be like, you know what, this is what I want to do?
Deer Park Middle, 7th grade. Used to freestyle in class, and I just used to write in my book at home. My father found it was like, you know, if you really like put your mind to it, you could like turn this into some real shit. But I didn't really start recording until I got into the 11th grade. Mm-hmm. So that's when I made my first mixtape.
And speaking of your father, you know, I remember you saying in a previous interview that he you know, he was involved with music as well, and he already knew like like what you basically just said, you know, like if you put your mind to it, you can do something great. So we get to 11th grade. What finally clicked for you and was like, you know, we're gonna go hit the studio? Because I know you've been freestyling from, let's say, from 12 to about 16 now. Yeah, so it's like, what's like, all right, we gotta get into the studio, see what's really good.
very good rapper and friend by the name of Verse introduced me to like my first microphone, what I should get, and programming Cool Edit Pro was what I still use that to this day, and the same microphone.
Okay.
So he showed me the direction, and I was like, okay, I could do this in my own house. So it would be like me, him, and my man's Mack Scott, another member of the NWO. So we all really was just recording in my room over on Shoshone, and that's just how it just clicked for real.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about, you know, the first time you hit the booth. You know, what was your creative process like then, and then later we're gonna talk about what it's like now.
Well, what made me want to rap was because I wanted to be like Wayne. So I started just doing industry.
Weezy F Baby Wayne.
Yes, sir. Drought 3.
Drought 3. That's
Yeah.
what. Okay.
That's the reason why I like my very producer was industry. I was just doing freestyle, you know, just trying to see where I could go with it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know, you mentioned NWO, man. That's New World Order, right?
New Wave Order.
New Wave Order. My fault. I fucked up. But yeah, New Wave Order. Talk to me about that. How y'all started? You know, y'all been rocking for a minute now. Y'all done won endless tapies. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all got a fourth quarter honor this year, right? Or
Yeah.
y'all
Did
did?
Nah, I don't think this year.
Not this year. Oh,
No,
well, shit,
either-
next year.
Either best group, or it was best group.
He was nominated for best.
He was nominated.
Okay. So, how did that group start? Did that start in high school as well?
Yeah, like we generally started like rapping around the same time. I know me and Craig was like recording our first tapes around the same time.
Okay. So what's new for y'all? And where does you know, I know you said Verse, you know, introduce you to the mics and shit like that. So where does he fit into the fold with you and Matt?
Mutual friends. We was all just friends, basically. So it's like, that what brings our chemistry together.
Okay.
Like, cause niggas can be in a group and like really not have that right click, that right chemistry, but like we all cool. Like we was all friends before anything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, just off the strength of that, we gonna work together because we know each other.
Right. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what, you know, make groups last. And you know, we in a kind of like a group heavy, not really a group heavy, but you know, you got the Griseldas of the worlds.
Mm-hmm.
You got you know, Earth Gang, Dreamville, if you will. Like you got a lot of the different you know, different groups right now. So where y'all feel like y'all stand amongst that type of caliber of artists?
The fact that we all have different sounds, but it's like when we make a song together collectively, it's just a whole different type of feeling, different type of sound. Like we just blend all our sounds together. We all can out rap anybody on any type of day. And like we kind of have these internal competitions. Like, of course, we're all trying to have the best verse on the song. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
So with that being said, y'all have endless competition in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Who usually win most of the time? Is it you? Is it Mack or is it Verse? Which one? Like,
Can't really say like one stands out more than the other. We all have our days.
okay.
Like Mack, I think the very first NWO song that we had was a song called Gangrene Remix that I had on my tape. Mack had the best verse on that. You could bring up Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I had the best verse on that. Like any given day, like that's why I say one of us doesn't like stand out more than the other.
So basically y'all interchangeable.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it. Okay.
Very debatable. Like you can always say like I could have the verse, or somebody else could say that Mack had it or Verse had it on the same song. Like it's interchangeable. Any one of us can stand out.
So let's get into the tapes that you dropped so far. You got Silver Surfer,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, take me through that mixtape, yo. Like, what type of space were you in when you made that Silver Surfer tape?
I just wanted to have fun because music, you know, it just makes you feel good. So I wanted to make some feel good music. And that's the first tape that I linked up with Jano, and like he produced everything on there.
Okay.
So we also built that chemistry just because close friends. Like we hang out and stuff. We talk on a daily. So it's just more than just me being an artist, him being a producer, because people just, okay, they'll send each other beats and they'll send verses back or whatever. But no, me and him, we link up, we make the beat like together in the same space, same setting. And like, we just mentally already know where we're going to be at and how we want this song to sound.
Mm-hmm. So what was the specific sound that you was going for on Silver Surfer? Like, I know you said you wanted to have fun with it, but like if you could model it after like a project, one of your favorite projects, what would you model it after? From looking back at it now, this was in 2017.
I can't really say I modeled it after a project, but just the feeling of you riding on a Sunday, it's sunny outside, you got the top down. Mm-hmm. That's basically like what comes to mind, like you in the coupe with a bad bitch.
Yeah. So that okay. And you had I see you had a few features on here, Ricky Jacobs, Craig, Mack Scott, and Fluent on here. How do you go about choosing features for
I don't make a song specifically for somebody's sound, because if I want to do a feature, I want to be on something that's out of my normal. So I try to put people on tracks that's kind of out of their element, but I already know like they'll just do great on it.
Got you. I know a lot of times some people will add a verse in there and it don't really fit. So that's important.
That's another reason why I don't put a lot of features on, because I don't want to just have anybody on there as well.
Got you. Because shit, I'm looking at, if we transition in to get money or nothing, only feature you got is NWO. So, I get it. I understand.
I can hold my own on my own song. That's another thing too. Like a lot of people need a feature because they can't really hold their own on their own song. But like I can make a project with no features and it's still gonna be one of the best to come out.
That's a fact. I'm fucking with it for sure. So from the Get Money or Nothing tape, what was that like when you made it? I know you had a nice little run. You performed a lot of these songs at the Crown. When we was running the table up there. So what was that feeling like?
Get Money Nothing was kind of like a more dark tone with that. Like, and I also wanted to make songs that's you wake up and you first thought is gotta get this money. So I wanted like motivational type songs to like motivate you to go out and do what you need to do to get money, because that's what Get Money Nothing means. No matter what you do, the end result is you want to get money.
Yeah. So was this heavily produced by Jano as well?
Yeah, I got Jano on there. I got 187 on there. I got Dame on there. And I think I got a couple from Johnny B on there as well.
Now you spoke about how important, the relationship is with you and Jano. Do you have that same relationship with your other producers as well?
Absolutely.
All right.
Because I need them to understand what sound I'm trying to go for, even if we're not in the same room. Like, I like to be able to explain what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And they just get it.
And they gotta be able to receive it, understand it, and everything. I got you. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about fatherhood. First and foremost, I want to say, I appreciate how you move with your son. I love that shit. That shit is amazing.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Please, because we definitely gotta give our Black fathers their flowers, man, because it's tough out here. And you raising a young son, like tell me what that's like, raising a young Black man in this, in this society, this society that's against him.
He's a mini me. Like he copies what I do. So of course I have to watch how I move sometimes, even though I don't really move out there like that. Like I'm most of the time ducked off, but I have to teach him about, the different dangers that's going on with the world and shit. And I'm gonna have to explain all this to him because he's going to be learning about this stuff in school, like sooner than later.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about it. Like coming up through school, I don't remember them talking too much about police shootings in school. This is shit that they're gonna have to talk about now. So it's it's scary, man. I know it's tough raising the son right now.
Absolutely.
I can only imagine how nerve-wracking it is, bro. So like I said before, just wanted to give you your flowers with that. Keep it up, keep doing your thing. Father's Day is almost here, good brother.
Yeah.
Father's Day is almost here, good brother. But man, you know, in closing, I wanted to ask what's next for Shwaze Collins, man. I know you dropped a few singles, you know, recently. Not recently, but like, you know, about 2020. That was 2020 Cartier drop, right?
Yeah. And I had Lil Gangsta.
And Lil Gangsta. And then you did the video for Lil Gangsta as well. Make sure y'all go check that out as well.
Gangsta's still doing numbers on Audio Mack. It's almost at 8K. And that's like a blessing in itself.
So shout out to Audio Mack, yo, doing big numbers, man. Doing big numbers. So tell me what's next for Shwaze Collins, bro.
Braggadocious is gonna be dropping before the year's out. I'm shooting between end of summer, early fall, but I really put my time and effort into this because originally I had it done basically, but I wanted to just rework it. So I scrapped it and just started from scratch kinda. So the sound is totally different, the raps, the flows, plus I got a battery lit on my back after the whole Twitter fiasco that I'm not going to get into, but just
we about to get into that real quick.
Just know that
we got time. We got time.
Oh yeah.
We got time. We got time. All right, I just talked to my producers, man. We got time, so we're gonna get to it right now. Like you said, there was a debacle on Twitter. You know, shout out to Jano. He posted a top 5, and a lot of people wasn't happy with that top 5. And
the thing is, he do this every couple of months. I don't know why this time it just gained a whole different type of traction. But I'm gonna back up what he said. I'm gonna back up what he said because I can, and I know that it's no disrespect or anything to anybody else. Like, it's a lot of great talent in this city, but I know that like it's a lot of niggas that really can't hang with me. I know that because I'm confident in what I do. Rapping is not just a hobby for me.
Yeah, man. I mean, you let that be known on that single that you dropped. We got some new music from you too. That 84.
84.
You know what I'm saying? 84 don't stretch on game day.
Don't.
It don't stretch on game day. I ain't
Oh.
gonna lie. Hey, you got busy on there. And you put a lot of niggas on notice because there was a circle of, you know, tracks coming out after that as well.
And that's what I wanted to see. Like, don't just, you feel me? Don't just say it, just do it. That's why I just dropped the song, left that what it is, got back to braggadocious of what I was doing.
Yeah, that was a good time, yo.
It was. But it's also like, I'm not saying Jano's a nobody or anybody, but like if anybody just puts out their top 5, that's their personal thing. Like, I'm not gonna care if they put me in it or not. Like, that's their personal opinion. I'm never gonna trip off somebody's opinion. I'm just gonna do what I do.
And I mean, that's some shit you could carry through life, bro. Like, and that's how we gonna close this out, man.
If you want to do something, why not be the best at it?
Why not? You feel me? And
like,
Bernie Mac said, if they can't accept you for who you are, fuck them. You feel me? Fuck them. But yeah, we got to wrap this thing up. Oh wait, we going to commercial break, right? Actually, we're not wrapping this thing up just yet. I got one more special guest for y'all. This is my good brother, Shwaze Collins. Braggadocious is on the fucking way.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all tune into that. Give them your socials, bro. Let them know where they can find you at.
Shwaze Collins on Twitter, at Shwaze Collins 93 on Instagram. You can Google Shwaze Collins if you want. Everything gonna pop up. All the music on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play for the weirdos, videos on YouTube. Much more to come soon.
Yeah, you already know what's going on, man. Working Teapot, we live from the office. I just took over inside the rapper studio, and we going to commercial break right motherfucking now.
ITRS is brought to you by Swayze TV. It's just fucking television. And Working Title Podcast. Catch all new episodes 11 a.m. every Monday morning. Back to the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We right back. That's a great commercial by my guy Carl. He's dropping the project. Look out real soon. Well, you know when it's dropping, Score? When it's dropping, you know? It's out now?
It's out now.
Oh man, make sure y'all go get that. That's Carr with Lookout. His project is out right now. Go stream that. But I'm back and I got a special guest with me right now. You know, the Gold Tooth Bandit. My good brother Mack. Show the hat, yo. Show the joint. Who that right there, yo? Nah. Put it in the camera. Yes, sir. That shit. Oh, that's hard. That's hard right there. What's up, my nigga Sean? Sean just pulled up. But yeah, what's up with you, Brody?
Living the dream, yo. I can't complain about a goddamn thing. It feels great to be here this evening for sure.
No, you got the music shit working for you. Brunch guard shit working for you, man. I don't even really know where to start at.
What say? I'm leading the league in at least 6 statistical categories right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Best flows.
Most consistent.
Okay.
Most stories, most
Okay.
charisma.
Yeah.
I set the most trends, and my interviews are hotter.
Okay, that's what I thought. You could have dropped the Don DeMarco for that. Yeah. Y'all heard it. Man, let's get into it, man. When did you start, with music? What was your passion behind music?
A lot of niggas don't really know this, but like I come from a family of Baltimore underground legends. My cousin is DJ Jabril, who's basically like Baltimore's DJ drama for real for the underground. My brother, my blood brother, who came from the same mama nigga, so we don't do none of that cat. He's an underground legend in his own right himself. So like I grew up in the field. Like I seen it all from the jump. I recorded my first freestyle when I was in the 7th grade. It was a Suck in the Night freestyle. I never forget it. The shit was crazy.
Cam shit? You talking about that Dipset shit?
Yeah, it was straight out the top too. I never forget it. I was recording my man Keno, my cousin, you know what I'm saying? That was my dog. We used to get in a whole bunch of bullshit together, and started rapping was one of those long list of things that we got into. I never forget it. I said some shit was like, it don't even matter though, head on the patio. Nape's looking over like, damn, fuck is wrong with you? And he just was like, damn, in the background and shit. And he was like 14, I was 12, you know what I'm saying? We was gigging. I ain't know shit about that shit for real. I thought it was up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of started there for me. I joined the band when I was young. So that was a part of my exploration through music for real, to try and find my way as an artist.
What did you play in the band?
I played trumpet and tuba.
Okay.
So I did both. Classical band too, not like marching band and nothing like that. But I tell you one thing, once I started to figure out how to play them rap songs and them instruments, I used to get in a lot of trouble because I wasn't reading that sheet music no more. I was in class trying to wild out. So you feel me? That kind of started my exploration through music there. I'm stuck with that for a while. And then I just realized, you know what I'm saying, it was my turn to carry the torch for my people. That's what I'm trying to carry the torch.
So with that being said, that leads me to my next question, man. Like, what rappers influence you? Now, I'm gonna say this part too, because like I listen to your music, obviously, but I always kind of like get like a West Coast feel from your music. So I want you to talk about why the West Coast influenced you so much. I just gave you like a crazy ass question, but
nah, all right. So I'm gonna come clean. LA was my favorite place in the world growing up as a kid. It was like, niggas like say like Disneyland is like the best place on earth for people for real. And they say that's like the thing. It was always LA for me. Been a Lakers fan my whole life. Entourage was my favorite TV show. G-Funk was my favorite music. And part of that comes from when I was a kid, like Pop and Snoop was it for me.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, Dre, I used to sneak and sit at the bottom of the steps when they was watching the Up and Smoke Tour DVD. Couldn't watch that shit with a bunch of titties and shit in it. But like, I always used to sneak and sit at the bottom of the steps when Pop was watching that shit. So like, I'm a G-Funk baby.
So that brings me to my next question. You know, you dropped a series of tapes, Saturday Night Sermons, Pastor Mack, as they might call you. You know, talk to me about the Pastor Mack. You know, I don't want to say phase, but like, you know, like persona that you was pushing at that time. Like, where did that come from? Did that have a lot of influence from, you know, UGK and shit too?
Not necessarily. So the Saturday Night Sermon series is really just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you think of what a sermon is, you think of somebody you know. Usually when you go to church, you respect the pastor.
Right.
You take heed from the pastor, you listen to the pastor. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like a part of my upbringing too. So I made a fake record label. It's called Pulpit Records. So if you look at like all the Saturday night sermons on the streaming, at the bottom it say Pulpit Records.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just me, like, you know what I'm saying? Those projects are all straight game.
Okay.
Just me giving out game. I ain't do this. It's not no fluff on none of them. It's not me trying to rap too hard on any of them for real. That's just straight game, all of it.
Yeah, and I noticed that because, you know, like you got a certain style with your music, like that sets you apart from different people. It's very distinguishable style. Like, what are some of the you know, key components that led to that?
What I listen to.
Okay. Yeah, you do listen to every fucking thing.
Nah, no cap.
Everything.
They come from what I listen to. So like, you can kind of tell who niggas looked up to in their music.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what makes my style so different from everybody else's is just because my ear for music is just so different. I think a part of that, you know what I'm saying, it comes from being in a band. It comes from my mom's having this crazy love for oldies that my brother also picked up. So like I was listening to Earth, Wind and Fire and Isley Brothers and LTD on my own by the time I was 9 or 10 years old. You feel me? So like all of that, like my ear for music kind of molded who I am. Like you can listen to Curtis Mayfield, and the shit that Curtis Mayfield was singing about on the Superfly soundtrack is the shit that I rap about in 2021. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, it's just like I identify with certain artists that's just, I call it lifestyle music. So everything that I put into my raps, everything that I put into my visual, everything that I put into what you call an image, even though it's really just me being myself, it's just lifestyle. It is what it is, and I am who I am.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. I feel that. I think that's the best kind of music for real, the lifestyle music. Cause like, even, you know, me and you can relate to that kind of thing. Like, as far as like the music goes, like, it's like, damn, I felt that. Like Larry June, for example, where the nigga talk about, you know, making fresh juices or copping a smoothie and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah,
circa what, 2012, bro? Like, we've been doing shit like that.
It's crazy because like, you start to realize like how a lot you're like people who
you don't
have quote unquote made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I used to study old Pimp C interviews. Like them shits was sitting in class to me. I used to watch and take in everything he would say. On the rare occasion that Hov would do interviews, I was watching Hov. I was watching Cameron go ballistic on every white person that he came across and every square that he came across. I was watching 50 Blackout on whoever and whatever. Like, so like all of that shit kind of like told me that like I was on the right path to doing what I was supposed to do. And then it just allows me to be comfortable being myself. I don't never have to force being somebody else or changing who I am to do anything, because it's so much of me and what I see and what I personally identify with. Might not be the most popular shit in the world, but I see people that I fuck with qualities that I also had.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's important.
It's all about security, my brother.
Yeah.
If you're securing yourself, you never had to change yourself.
That's some real shit. Hey, nigga, you be reading books?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You say you cut different.
Cut different.
Okay. I guess that led you to being lyricist of the year for the home team honors.
Yeah,
you running it back?
Okay.
No pen?
Running it back, no pen. Everything.
What up? So you not writing no more?
Nope.
Okay.
I ain't wrote a rap all year.
Okay. Oh man. So damn. Hold on. This is something new, right? This is a new discovery. Yeah, this is breaking news. You got some effects for me? Score? Okay, we hit him on. Oh, listen. Y'all heard it here first. The nigga Mack Scott does not write raps no more. He's done writing. So what does this mean for the competition?
I ain't gonna lie, dummy. Niggas gonna have to come with it. Niggas gonna have to come with it. I don't like to talk too much about shit that I'm doing before it's done. I just like to do it and then talk about it after.
I'm similar in that regards.
But like, as far as being a lyricist and a swordsman goes, niggas identify as that, they gonna have to prove that. Because it's different. It's different.
So I was chopping it up with my boy Shwaze Colin earlier, right? And we brought up this whole, debacle about this top 5 artists, rappers in Baltimore that, Jano posted, and it kind of set the timeline ablaze. But I feel like you came through with the exclamation point. Or
I'd be willing
the line in the sand.
That's good.
That shit was corny as fuck. But yo, listen, that line in the sand, bro. Yeah. You went for a smooth 30 right there, good brother.
So the thing about that song in particular, I had no intention on making that song.
Yeah, I know. So before you get into the works of making that song, bro, I want to know what drove you to actually do it, because for a while you was like, nah, bro, like I'm not rapping, I'm cool, whoop-de whoop. Also, was that off the top as well?
Yeah.
You didn't write that?
Shwaze was in the studio when I made it.
Okay.
I walked up to the mic and started rapping.
One take?
So like the thing.
Are you one take Mack?
Yeah. I always been that though. Even when I was writing, I was one take. I wasn't punching them down. So nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I use it more for like breath control, but it's not a crutch. Like I know what I want to say on some shit before I step up to the mic to record it. Like it's kind of like from the Hove school. Hove isn't necessarily just a straight freestyler, right? Hove does. Hove hears a beat. Hove formulates verses in his head and he regurgitates those words. So like I might go through a couple different flows and approaches. You know what I'm saying? I might go through, you know what I'm saying, certain ways that I want shit to sound before I actually lay something down. But I guess the beauty in not writing stuff down anymore is you gotta feel that shit to remember that shit.
Yeah.
If you thinking of some bullshit, it's gonna disappear on you. That shit will smite you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta
spitting this shit from here.
You really got to believe in what you're saying, or that shit will walk away from your brain, and you'll be sick. So like that's something that, you know what I'm saying, when it came to making that song, that was something that I felt in my heart that needed to be said at the time for me.
Okay. Hey, I mean, you put a lot of people on notice. I mean, I was already shocked, but I feel like that was the best song that had dropped out of the whole debacle, if you will. You and Shwaze was 1A, 1B to me. You get what I'm saying? And that's no bias either. I want y'all to let that be known. Y'all niggas just don't rap as well as my homeboys do. I'm sorry. Like, that's no bias involved.
No, I know some no funny shit. I got respect for a lot of people's talent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of niggas is whack, but everybody's not whack. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Like I got respect for niggas. If I didn't have respect for niggas,
I don't think you would have dropped.
But see, the thing was, right? It's that Drake line. The bench players talking like starters be hated.
Yeah.
Hate it.
It was a lot of that going on.
And you can apply that to whoever you choose to apply to. You know who I'm talking about, who I'm not talking about when I say that. But it was a lot of that going on, and I'm just like, you know what, enough is enough. And then I was sitting. I remember very vividly. I was sitting at work, and I was like, you know what, I've had enough. I hit Scotty. Scotty was like, oh, I got Shwaze tomorrow. I'm like, I hit Shwaze. He like, all right, come through. We ended up combining the session, and then Line in the Sand was done and out in that night and that next morning.
And you was pretty turned up on the drop. I'm not gonna lie. You did a nice little number there.
To be honest, I don't even care.
Okay.
I don't care.
You don't give a fuck.
For me, it's never about numbers. It's about the people who heard that shit feel that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
The people who heard that shit feel that shit. And as long as that's accomplished, I feel like I did my job.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You pretty good at rapping, man. You rap pretty well.
I appreciate that, my brother. I know you hard on niggas too. Pause. So, you know what I'm saying? That's real.
Not for real. Not for real though.
I know Score gonna have to bleep that. It's okay.
I mean, he's not. He's not. We don't gotta bleep that, yo. Come on, it's a game, bro. Like niggas be playing the game. You get what I'm saying? So, with all of that being said, you know, lyricist of the year, home team honors. Niggas jump out of line. You might drop, you know, a little single on them to get niggas' minds right.
It's fun to me, yo. It's sport.
It's a sport.
Why do niggas hide from competition?
Because niggas be scared of it. You know, they the type, hold on, let me tell you. They the type niggas, when you in the Oklahoma drill line, they counting to see who right there, and they like, oh, hold on, let me get behind you real quick. I don't want to go against Mack. I don't want to go against Eb. I don't want to go against Score. You get what I'm saying?
The spirit,
I want to go against somebody that's sweet.
The spirit of competition excites me.
Mm-hmm.
Is my gasoline. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit it's a sport. It's a sport.
I feel you, yo, but it's a shortage on gasoline right now. So when you dropping the album?
Between I guess you can get the inside the rap studio. I'm working on an album.
Okay.
Called 95%.
95%.
95% to be out in the fall of 2021.
Do you want to get into the name of why you named it that now, or you want to wait?
When you're sitting behind 5%, 95% of the sunlight is blocking it.
Very fucking simple, my nigga. That's how the fuck you do this. Hey, we gonna wrap it up on that note, man. My good brother Mack Scott. It was a pleasure. It was an honor. It was long overdue as well. Of course, this is inside rapper studio, inside the working title studio. You know what I'm saying? We in here, got my good brother Mack Scott. Leave all your socials for them people so they can follow you and get in contact with you.
Really Mackin', Twitter and Instagram. I deleted my Clubhouse. Don't ask me to get on there and talk about shit.
Clubhouse was dead when it started. I'm gonna be honest. But yo, also like, as far as features go, like how can niggas get in contact with you on that type time?
There is mackscottbeats@gmail.com is the easiest way to do it. If I fuck with you, you can hit me on the one and we can talk about it. If not, you got to go through the email. This business on this side. We're not bullshitting things.
Absolutely, man. We about to close this thing out. It's your host, Evan B. of the Working T podcast, man. I think we coming back sometime soon. I'm not really sure. Y'all gotta talk to Taji about that. That nigga out in Miami doing interviews and shit like that. Shit kind of crazy. I would really like to come back, you know. But yeah, besides all of that, it's your host, E Black, aka Evan B, aka The Shark, aka what's the last one? The Blueprint. I forgot. Shout out to my good brother Jack, man. We about to sign up out of this inside the Rapper Studio. Shout out Scoresway. Shout out BDJ, man. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. I love this shit, man. We about it.